Hey guys, Dr. Kurt here. And what I want to do is just some deeper roots of fatigue. Like fatigue is going to be the number one symptom that brings people into my office, but it's kind of a surface layer symptom, not really a diagnosis. And so there's underlying things that they're going to lead to fatigue. It's kind of your first way to get your attention and kind of go from, yeah, from running all day to hopefully stopping and kind of collective analysis of what life is bringing. Now, what often comes into my office is a person with fatigue that's already gone to their primary care physician. They've done lab work, they've done an exam, and they realize, hey, your TSH is high. And so traditional medicine's like, great, we have a solution for you. It's called Synthroid or some sort of thyroid medication. The problem is it's not a solution. What they did is just define a what. Um, and so treating a what doesn't usually get you the results that you want. Instead, we have to look at treating the why. And that's where functional medicine is great at, is asking the why questions. And so why would you have a normal TSH, say it's been medicated, or even a normal without it, but still have fatigue? And then we have to look at distribution of resources. And so the body is like a budget, just like your monthly budget with your income and all the expenses that you have to do. So let's look at what the budget is. And kind of in the middle of the screen there, you'll see tyrosine. So there's a lot of confusing things on here, but focusing on that. So tyrosine is like, yeah, it's like your income. And what it'll do is like, hey, we need some of this to support thyroid hormone. We need some of this to support our skin in the form of melanin. So when you get out in the sunshine and get tan. But our biggest drain is going to be what's going to keep us safe, what's going to get us danger quick. And that's where we're going to shuttle this into more of the adrenal aspect of it. So as you're looking towards the right screen, you'll see dopamine, which is like your pleasure and motivation, and then epinephrine, norepinephrine, which are, just think of them like adrenaline. So to get you out of Dodge really quick. So if someone's always in this perpetual, I need to escape, or maybe just have a lot on their plate, they're high functioning, have a lot of demand on them, management position, business owner, whatever it is, they're more apt to be shifted into that all day, everyday sprint mode. And so to keep that pace up, it's going to have to steal resources from other parts of the body. And so there's where we start seeing the thyroid suffer. The problem is it's not the cause of your fatigue. It's an effect of a distribution or a inefficiency of resources. And so TSH will creep up. T4, T3 may dip lower. Reverse T3 may start to go up. But medicating it and balancing out the TSH isn't often a great solution for people, because then there's still fatigue, because there's still the shift to the right side of this. And as we shift to the right side, you're not only going to affect sprinting and energy, like full out go mode, you're also going to affect the brain, that the more those are broken down, now we're going to create more inflammatory brain markers, which then you start getting memory, concentration, learning, brain fog, you name it, all those other things that are going along with fatigue. And so how we quantify this, how we look at it, is probably one of my favorite tests is organic acids. And what I've highlighted is the neurotransmitter metabolites. So you have blood work where you can test thyroid. This is looking at what we just looked at here: the breakdown of dopamine, the breakdown of epinephrine, the breakdown of brain inflammatory markers, those types of things. Because if they're getting the resources, it doesn't surprise me your thyroid is not. And so kind of just an idea of what it looks like. So at the top, number 28 there, this is a marker of that tyrosine being broken down. And so if it's being destroyed, it's not going to have enough to support your thyroid. So yes, your thyroid probably is off. It will be off, but just propping it up to get a better TSH doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to improve your energy. Other things to consider on this test are neurotransmitters. If you look at 23, that's dopamine. So that's not being supported. So why would thyroid be supported? Number 22, kind of the breakdown of epinephrine, norepinephrine. If that's not being supported, why would thyroid be supported? So those other things in the context, opposed to a thyroid is in range or out of range, and your energy is good or bad. I've seen too many people with medically normal TSH values, but still totally wiped out because there's these other values and these other things you have to consider when you're looking at fatigue. So here's one intricacy of fatigue. There's other things, and I'll make some more videos based on that. But If you have questions, reach out, and yeah, we'll get started.